So hello everyone, welcome to this YouTube video, and here we will be covering the part 2 of Git and GitHub learnings. So earlier video I have made where I have covered the theoretical understanding of why we need Git and GitHub and what is the difference between them. In this video I will be covering the practical aspect of them. So we will start with Git installations and some of the Git commands that you can see here on the screen, and then we will also see how we can open an account on GitHub. We can also try to connect with GitHub from Git. So with this, let's get started. So now let's try to install Git in our system, especially in the Windows machine. So just search Git, and it will open this uh, first link. We can see the Git official page. So here we go to install for Windows, and for OS you can go to OS as well. And here you can see like Git for Windows option, 64-bit setup. So we need to click on this, and it will download the Git file in couple of seconds. Now, as you can see, my Git file is downloaded. So I will go to the file. So here we can see that it's still downloading, almost close to finish. So yeah, now you can place this file in any folder. For me, like I'm storing it here, and then you can run it as an administrator or just double click and run it. So I'm running as an administrator. Just allow the permissions and then click on the next buttons. No additional changes. So let's go with the default one only. So here use git and git bash only or git from command line. So we'll go with the default one only. So yeah, you can see it started installing. Once it's installed, we can search and open the Git. So right now it's still getting installed. So almost it finished here. So we can now search again Git. So yeah, now you can see I got this Git, and when I searched Git here, so it showed me Git bash. So there are other Git files as well. So we have to click on Git bash and open it. So let's start practicing some of the Git commands now. So at first, let's navigate to the right folder where we will be practicing it. So for me, I will be navigating to this folder. So to navigate, we can use cd command. So cd and path, just right click and paste. So this has taken me to this folder directory. Now we can start by checking the two things. First is like git config global. So this is important for someone who is doing this setup for the first time. So once I run this, I will be seeing my name. So here you can see my name. For those who are running it first time, so they can add their name in the codes here, and then it will get updated. Similarly, I can also run this email. So here you can see I am also getting my mail. So it's already registered with the GitHub account. So that's why I'm able to fetch this information. For someone who is new, they have to uh, add this information, as you can see here in the right. Now, once we are done with this, we can start with some command. So git init is one of the like initial command which help us in starting this tracking thing in for this folder. So once I hit enter, I will see .git file getting created here. So here you can see .git file got created. Now what I can do is like I can try to add a file here, just a text file, and enter some values here. Let's say hi. Save it, close it. Now there is a git status command. So it tells us what is the change that has happened in this directory. So you can see it is saying that this text file got added. Now here we can also see like master coming up in the end. So this master is nothing but the branch name. So in Git, the branch is mainly referred to as the features that we are trying to make. So in real world project, if you go, there are mainly three branch. First is prod, second is step, third is test. So whatever the new features that is getting created by the developer, so they try to first merge it in the test branch. They try to test those features if it is working good as per need or not, and then they will push it to develop. So there the lead will approve it, and once it is approved, then only it will go for the prod deployment, right? Because prod deployment is something that is already running. The application is already running, and the customer is already using that. So we cannot directly make some changes in that, because there is a chance that it can break the application, and the customer will start getting error messages. So it's always preferred to go through this route, and that's where this branch concept comes. So now let's see like how we can track this text file. So to track this, there is a git add command. So this git add command help me tracking this file. So how can I track this file? Let's add git add and the file name. This way, I will be able to track this. So now if I again check the status, the color will change from red to green. That means that the file is getting tracked now. Now we need to commit this. So commit is mainly um, taking a snapshot that we are at this stage right now, this time, or using some ID, and this is the description for the state. And if we want to revert back to this state in future, so we can use this ID to come back. So for example, like here we can write created a text file. So you can see the commit is successful. Now again we can check the status, and it will say that there is no file to commit. Now here, if you might be thinking like if there are multiple files, let's say just copy it and paste it. Now there are three files. So there is like two way. Either we can manually add each one of the file. Let's create one more file. So now three files. Now to do that, we can do git add, then the file name, text copy, again a space, text copy, and then two. So either we can like write the names like this, or there is a shortcut which is like dot. This way we can add all the files in one go. So when I hit, so right now I won't hit. First let's check the status before I do that. So for now you can see the three files that it is not tracking. So once I do git add dot and again check the status, you can see all these three files are getting tracked, and then we can commit. So this is the command for commit, and we can add a description like multiple files added. So again, the status will be like empty. So this way we can add one or more files, and we can also commit it. Now we can create branch as well. So by branch, I mean like git branch. So right now, if I hit enter, I can see just master branch. So there is a star in front of master which says that this is the current branch. Now, if we want to switch to a different branch, or if we want to create a different branch, so for that we need to write git branch and the branch name. For example, dev. Now, if I again run git branch, it will show me two branches. Now, how we can jump to the other branch? To do that, we will do git checkout. There. Now you can see the branch got changed. Here again, you can check the status. Nothing to track. Now there is, let's come back to the previous branch. And now instead of creating the branch and then jumping it, we can do it on one go. For that, we have this command git checkout dash b and the branch name. Let's say test. So this will create as well as this. You can see like we have directly moved into this branch. Now this way we can deal with the branches. And now if we want to get a log of all the commits that we have done. So this git log will help me in getting that. So you can see we have done two commits. So we are seeing those two commits. And their names are also here. And the time is also here. Who committed, their email is also here. And there is a commit ID also through which we can revert back at any time. For example, if we just, yeah, before that, so this is right now like multiple lines. If we want to view everything like for each commit in single line, we can use this one line command. And you can see there is just two lines. And here is the first few letters of this complete ID. Okay, hope it's clear for now. Now let's try to see if we can revert back to the stage where we like not the stage but in the last, if we can revert the last stage. So we can use this command and just hit enter. Okay, I think it's wrong, so let's change this. Let's check the status once. Yeah, so here also you can see like in this branch also we were at the same level where we were in the master branch. And when I just removed one layer using this command git reset head 1, so I am able to see like again I'm not tracking these three files which I created already. So let's commit it again. Before committing we need to add. So added all files and then committed, and now the status, so nothing to commit. And again if you want to revert back we can use this reset command. And now if you check the status, you can see they are not tracked. So yeah, these are some of the commands that we can use in Git. Now, since we already understood several commands that we can use in Git, let's try to understand a bit about GitHub. So to access GitHub, you just search GitHub or github.com on web. This will take you to this page. Here, if you don't have an ID, you can just sign up and create a new ID, provide the required details, and just hit click create. For me, I already have an account, so I can just go to that account. So let's say this is my account there, but I need to create a new repo. So here is the new option. So just click on this new, and then here you can write the name of the repo. So this repo is nothing but the project folder. So this particular project will be shared across team or across collaborators, and everyone and anyone can contribute to this. So you can just define a name. I'm giving it a test, and you give it description. So test description. Now you can also select visibility since I'm doing open source, so it is public, but in organization it's mostly private. And then you can also select any template if available. Otherwise, you can directly keep it as it is. And then readme is something we can add or we can create later as well. And this dot git ignore. So this dot git ignore is something like it creates a dot git ignore file, and this helps me in uh, avoiding to track certain files. Like let's say there is a data file. which is like consuming huge amount of storage. Let's say 20 MB data file. So I don't want to track that, right? Because if I load that thing in this Git, it will slow down the overall project. So here we will be mainly tracking the code, not the data or heavy files. So that's where this git ignore is very helpful. Here I can write just Python, and license is something can add. Let's create the repo. Once it's created, here you can see all the files. We can also see the git ignore file. So git ignore is basically listing all those different kind of extensions which it will not uh, commit. So here we can add the .env also, because that is the place where we store most of the secret variables, and it's always set to avoid this from sharing with everyone. Now, if I want to have this particular project in my local, what I have to do is go on this code button, and then here we get the download zip option. So we have to download it and then unzip it and start using. That is one option, but that will not connect to this GitHub on real time. So to connect it to GitHub on real time, so I have to just copy the HTTPS. There is CLI method and SSH method as well. But now let's go with HTTPS. Now let's go to Git again. In Git, let's navigate to the correct folder, which was this one. So I will just navigate here. And then to clone the repo, this is the simple command, git clone and the repo link that I copied. So yeah, and hit enter. Now you can see that file or the folder got copied to my uh, local, and you can see the files are here. Now I can, once I enter into this test folder directory, I will be able to see the branch, main branch. For now, you see it's not available. So let's navigate to test. And here you can see the main branch coming up, right? So this is the way how we try to connect to GitHub. And then we can add, let's say we can add a new file in this folder. Let's do it manually. For example, let's go to here, create a text document, test one, and add some details. Here is the new file. Save it, close it. So now if we go, sorry. So if we go to Git again, so here, if we check the status, as I explained earlier, you can see this new file is here. Now, if we want to add this file, we can either use git add dot or git add test file thing. So now check the status again, it's green. So let's commit it. To commit, we use git commit dash m file added as a commit. Hit enter, file got added. Check the status again, nothing is here to commit. Now I need to push this change into this repo, right? So that every other person can also see it. So to do that, we need to do git push u dash u. This is like upstream. So we will be sending it to the GitHub repo, that's why. And then the origin. So origin which we defined earlier using the email and the username. So when I hit enter, you can see the file is now in this. Let me refresh it. Yeah, you can see the test file comes here, right? Now let's go one layer deep using the branching concept. So we have like option here also to create a new branch. So for that you need to go to view all branches and then new branch, and let's create develop. And again, here is the source. So source means like from which branch we want to create this new branch. So it will get updated based on what is there in the main branch, all the file and the folder structure. So when I click new, you can see the new branch is here. Now let's go back to this and just check git branch. You can see just main is here. Now let's do git pull. Git pull is like whatever change that we have done here, we can pull that change, or anyone else might have pushed some changes. So we have to every time pull it and then start writing the next changes. So we pulled it and let's again check the branch. So still it's the main only, but that's fine. Now let's move to this new branch, develop. So see, now I got into develop, and let's add a file here again. So just copying this file and renaming it test2. Change the content as well. Here is the modified file. Close it. Now, if we again check the status, here you can see there is one untracked file. So let's try to add this file and again check a status. And finally commit it. So I'm using up arrow and down arrow to move between the commands. Okay, now again status, nothing is here to push. Now I will again use git push urg. So once I do this, you will see main branch will not have anything, but develop branch will have the new thing. So let's see. So here you can see it got pushed. Let's refresh main. So you can see that test2 is not here, but in the develop, the test2 has come. See. So when you are someone new person, like some team member will be working, they will work like this. They will work on one feature, they will update that feature, and once they are ready to merge those feature into the main or the production or the develop branch, they will raise a compare and pull request. So now I have to move this file from develop to main. So I need to click on this compare and pull. So here you can see it's showing from develop. You can go to, like, you can merge the change to main branch. So you can add some comment like merging changes, and you can create pull requests. So in company generally they assign someone as reviewer. So you have to add some reviewers based on like how many are required and how many are like good to have. So like that. And once you create pull request, so since here I am the only reviewer, so I will have the direct option to merge. Otherwise, you can check here like uh, file modified. This is the like comment, but yeah, you can go in this uh, file changed and you can see what changes here. So this is the change that I have. And this commit has happened this much time before, and this is the commit ID. So we can go in detail as well. Yeah. So taking me to the save. So once I am sure that this commit is good, then I will come back to that pull request. And this pull request you can come from here as well. Uh, pull request. So once I click on this, I can see this is the pull request that is going on. So once I approve this with some message, then the new file will come into the main branch as well. So see, merge successful is this. Now let's go here. You can see test2.txt is here as well. So yeah, this is the simple thing that I wanted to take you through. If you don't have a GitHub account, you can create a GitHub account, or you can create a Azure DevOps or any other account as well. And in a similar way, you can try to uh, push your changes by cloning the repo and making changes in your file and using Git. And this same thing can be done in VS Code as well. But yeah, let's close this session till here for now. And yeah, there is like a history command. If you type history, you can get access of all the previous commands that you have run. Yeah, so with that, let's close this session. Thank you.